Hi, how are you? I'm Eliza. Thank you so much for taking part in this survey today. I have a variety of different questions that I want to ask you, and I'm just going to type up your responses. So some of the questions might seem slightly odd, but I would just like you to try not to overthink the questions and just give us your initial reaction. Your initial response is what we're really looking for today, okay? Do you have any questions for me? Okay, wonderful. Then we'll begin. First of all, if I could just get your full name. And how do you spell that? Okay. Perfect. And how would you rate your name on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best name in the world and 1 being a rubbish name. Okay. Perfect. And how would you rate my name on a scale of 1 to 10? Eliza. Okay. Good. How would you change your name to a futuristic or fantasy type name? So what I mean is, how could you modify your name so that it would fit a sci-fi or futuristic or fantasy story or film or whatever. So for example, my name is Eliza, so I could change my name maybe to Elsa with a Z, like Elsa but with a Z, Elsa. That might fit this kind of futuristic genre. Or maybe Eli or Eliza, Isa, maybe Isa. That could be a good name, Isa. So do you understand? So how could you modify your name to be more of a sci-fi or fantasy kind of name? Okay, that's a great one. Yeah, I like that name a lot. Okay, and do you think that a hot dog could be classified as a sandwich? Yes or no? I know it's difficult. If you have to give one answer, yes or no. Okay. What about a burrito? Could a burrito be considered a sandwich? Yes or no? Okay. Perfect. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Any ideas? Any rough kind of estimate, a ballpark figure? Okay, that's fine. Chuck wood. Okay. Would you rather chuck wood or sell seashells for a living if it were your job? And when I say sell seashells, I do of course mean sell seashells on the seashore. So really both are, you're working outdoors, which might be something that appeals to you. Chucking wood would be more of maybe a bit more physically taxing, whereas selling seashells, you might have more interaction with the public, some sales kind of experience. So what do you think appeals to you more, chucking wood or selling seashells? Okay, great. I think that that's what I would go for as well. If history were a colour, as in the school subject of history, if history were a colour, what colour would it be? Okay. Perfect. And how much of that answer do you think depends on the colour of your textbooks and workbooks of history from when you were at school? Okay. Yeah. So as a percentage, it would be kind of... Alright. Yeah. Have you ever toasted a coconut? Okay. And how would you go about toasting a coconut? Could you give me a step-by-step list of instructions? If I asked you to explain to me how to toast a coconut, do you think you could give me some good instructions to follow? So what would be step 1? Okay. Yes, obtaining a coconut. And then... yeah, I think so. So, that would probably be. And then... yeah. Okay. Perfect. Anything else? Any more steps? Okay. Ah, okay. Perfect. Perfect. And what was the last thing that you toasted? Lovely. And when was that? Okay. Perfect. And if a toaster weren't called a toaster, what would it be called? Can you think of a better name for a toaster? I think that's a good one, yeah. Perfect. And what about a piano? If a piano weren't called a piano, what would it be called? Okay. I think that's an excellent name. Okay. Perfect. Can you please rank the seasons from best to worst? I do mean the seasons of the year. So number 1, your favorite season. Okay. And then number 2. Number 3. Okay. And number 4. Perfect. I think if I were to rank the seasons, then I would rank spring number 1, then summer, then winter, then autumn. Because, excuse my stomach, sorry, although I do appreciate the changing of the leaves in autumn, for me, I enjoy the coldness of winter and I enjoy being very cozy, but I don't enjoy the process to getting to winter. I don't enjoy all the rain, and well, that being said, it rains all the time. Anyway, if spring were a dance or a style of dance, like ballet or hip hop or jazz or whatever, if spring were a style of dance, what dance style would it be? Or if you have any more specific dance, if you think it would be the Gangnam Style dance, what dance do you think it would be for spring? Okay, interesting, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Perfect. And summer? Okay. And autumn? Wonderful, yeah, maybe kind of. Perfect. And finally winter. Okay, great. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I agree. Okay. Do you think that cyclopses wink or blink? Right. I think so too. Yeah, I agree. Could you please describe a perfect day spent by yourself? So if you describe your perfect day, but it must be a day that you spend alone, a day spent by yourself, maybe to recharge or de-stress, relax, but a day just entirely to yourself. How would you spend that day? So in the morning, what time would you wake up? Great. And then, that's lovely. Perfect. Anything else? Yeah. Perfect. Anything else? Okay. Wonderful. Do you prefer the city or the countryside? Do you prefer going to the beach or going skiing? Up or down? Perfect. Blue or red? Good. Pizza or pasta? Good. History or geography? Wonderful. Do you like jazz? Cool. How many fingers am I holding up? Yes. Good. What is the least breakfasty food? So out of all the foods in the world, what food do you think is least suited to breakfast time? Yeah, so have a think. Have a think about all of the foods. Think about which is the least breakfasty. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay. And do you think that the concept of breakfast food is a conspiracy created by cereal companies? Okay. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Okay. Perfect. Do you prefer whispering or soft speaking? Perfect. If you had the power to control the weather, how often would you use that power? Amazing, okay. Would you rather? Just give me the first thought that comes into your head, your initial response. Okay. Perfect. If you could be any animal, which animal would you be? Okay, that's a great one. And may I ask why? Okay. Perfect. If you could be any inanimate object, what inanimate object would you be and why? Okay, great. That's a good answer. Yeah, I like that one. And if you could bring any inanimate object to life, which inanimate object would you bring and why? Okay, yeah. That's amazing. Okay, great. Well, that's all of the questions that I have for you. Thank you so much for taking part in this survey. Your responses are really valuable to us, and I really appreciate you taking the time to be here today. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, well, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Okay, thank you. Bye.